Hi, my name is Susan Donnie, and I'm a developmental biology major at UC Merced.
And I'm Shay Mulligan, and I'm a ecology and evolution major at UC Merced, and I'm minoring in education.
Today we're going to talk about how you can respond to people's assumptions or opinions using aspects of a growth mindset. My topic is the proliferation of African American patients in the healthcare industry. In these cases, African Americans are oftentimes profiled as criminals or drug addicts, so many doctors won't diagnose them properly and will provide them with disproportionately worse healthcare, so these patients cannot get the help they need.
My topic is the effects growth mindset has on depression and how a growth mindset can help one gain the coping mechanisms to better their mental health. A growth mindset is essentially a belief that one's most basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work, in which I found that people who have growth mindset are better able to overcome challenges and have a lesser degree of mental health issues than those without. My own experience supports these claims as well. For a 5-year period of my life, I was severely depressed, and changing my mindset to a growth mindset was the only thing that helped me not be depressed.
My personal connection to my topic is that I'm very interested in going into the medical field as a career, and I want to learn other patients' experiences and be able to treat them with respect and sensitivity, and also because I myself am African American and I'm interested in these subjects. Racism is a societal issue that cannot simply be solved with a change in mindset. However, a growth mindset can provide a way for people to internally respond to discrimination, which allows them a method to cope.
How many of you guys have had a time in your life when you felt you were stereotyped? How did you respond to this instance?
When someone is being oppressed constantly, it can lead to depression. In my research, I found that the patients often develop mental health issues after being mistreated by a healthcare professional. Additionally, the act of being discriminated against and profiled causes stress, and stress over time can lead to worse mental health conditions such as depression, anxiety, or PTSD.
A good way to picture this is a classic children's novel, A Bad Case of Stripes by David Shannon. This tells the story of a girl named Camilla who loves lima beans but does not want to eat them because her peers hate them, and one day she wakes up covered in stripes. She goes to school this way, and the kids tease her about her appearance, calling out different shapes and patterns. This causes Camilla's skin to change according to what the children would say. Their words warped her appearance and changed the way she saw herself.
Similarly, racial profiling and discrimination from doctors causes many African Americans to feel as if their own image has been twisted and warped by their words. Eventually, Camilla's stripes are cured by eating lima beans, something she had never thought would work, and she is back to normal.
Just like the lima beans, a growth mindset can allow African Americans to perceive themselves for how they truly are, despite the negative image healthcare professionals and individuals with racial biases wish to place on them. When people are constantly treated in one way, they can start to believe that they will always be treated that way. They will perceive discrimination and racial bias as something they will always have to encounter and will never go away. In this sense, victims of discrimination can adopt a fixed mindset, which does not allow them to see past the labels people put on them. This can cause people to shy away from doing things where they feel like they may not be received well. Have you guys ever let people's perceptions of you stop you from doing something you wanted to do?
Due to the development of the fixed mindset, African Americans often do not return to their doctors, as they feel misunderstood and profiled by their healthcare provider. This leads to their health worsening over time. People who hold racial biases have fixed ideals, and they are not easily changed. If you can't change how someone perceives you, then where do you go from there?
Altering the way one processes the stereotyping can help the person make peace with their own emotions about the situation, allowing them to move on and grow from the experience. The incorporation of a growth mindset into African Americans' life can allow them to have better coping mechanisms to find the medical help they need. Since a hallmark of growth mindset is the power to see a challenge as a way to grow and be better in control of your life and thoughts.
The patients who receive discrimination can look through the glass of a growth mindset and see that even though this doctor may not respect them enough to properly diagnose, there is a doctor out there who's eager to help them. A growth mindset will allow not only African American patients, but anyone who is experiencing racism or discrimination to deal with the situations and not look at them in frustration and anger, but as an area to grow and make change for the better. Even though you often cannot control how others respond to you, you are able to respond within yourself, which may alleviate some of the stresses associated with constant discrimination.
Thank you.
Thank you.